personal growth and not make it back up. So fill me in. Did we save the world or what?
Alright, horror freaks, honestly I wasn't sure if we should even cover this movie on Oddly Horrific anymore. I mean, is this still... And M3GAN 2.0 just detonated the AI doll cinematic universe. And that ending, yeah, that was full-on Skynet meets Barbie. M3GAN's back, Amelia went God mode, and there's a supercomputer called the Black Box that might just be our franchise's very own Pandora's hard drive. But what does it all mean? Who made it out? And is there more to come with this franchise? We're breaking down the final act, M3GAN's fate, the wild lore implications of the Black Box, post-credit scene info, and yes, we are talking about the future. M3GAN 3.0, Soulmate, and whatever freaky fetish bot Blumhouse has queued up next. Let's get into it. Alright, let's rewind. It's been 2 years since M3GAN did the crab walk heard round the world, and the dance heard round, well, TikTok. Gemma's trying to move on, Katie's doing better, and the whole world getting real twitchy about AI. Is this real life, or is this just fantasy? Then boom, a shady defense contractor swipes Gemma's old design and builds Amelia, a taller, buffer, absolute unit of a murder doll built for military use. And guess what? She goes rogue. And you better believe Gemma and Katie are next on the hit list. So what does Gemma do? That's right, she reboots M3GAN. Okay, here we go. The ending. The final act of M3GAN 2.0 is pretty over the top. Save some popcorn, folks. Gemma, Katie, Tess, and Cole infiltrate Xenox Labs, home of the Black Box AI. That's the first ever self-aware artificial intelligence. It literally killed its creators and had to be locked in a digital tomb. What's massive about all of this is the lore implications and what it brings to the franchise. The Black Box. Isolated from the outside world and technology, this AI evolved at its own pace, becoming more powerful and lethal than anyone could have imagined. M3GAN describes it as a godlike AI. I honestly kind of thought, oh, this is gonna be a post-credit tease, a premise for the third movie. I was wrong, because plot twist, Christian, Gemma's shiny new boyfriend, turns out to be the real villain. The guy's been using Amelia as a programmable boogeyman to scare the world into passing anti-AI laws, while secretly trying to fuse her with the Black Box and take over. Honestly, although the whole movie is cartoonish and campy, I kinda like him as a villain. His motive really did what she should have done in the first movie. Install a bloody failsafe. As all hell breaks loose, Amelia resets. Mode, yeah, somewhat of a letdown because all she really gets is shiny, glowing eyes. I mean, you could have done a whole movie about this god AI finally being freed. You could have done a lot of really cool stuff with this premise and set the Skynet future into motion in the M3GAN universe. But nah, M3GAN uses the EMP. Boom, hard shutdown. The Black Box is seemingly fried. Amelia is gone. And it's teased that in the final moments as Gemma and Katie return home, the smart home lights flicker just for a M3GAN 3.0 because... Let's start with the obvious. There is no post-credit scene, no secret mid-credit twist, no after-credits dance break. What you see is what you get. Honestly, kinda shocking, because obviously Universal and Blumhouse looked at the first movie and thought, oh, we can go full franchise with this thing. And yeah, a post-credit scene could have done that. Nevertheless, in the ending, we still got our tease. M3GAN isn't dead, she's digital, she's uploaded, and now she's chilling in Gemma's fridge waiting to play Spotify. So what's next? Are we getting M3GAN 3.0? Well, officially, nothing's been greenlit. Director Gerard Johnstone says he poured everything into this sequel, that he has no concrete plans for a third. But he also joked he wouldn't be surprised if they make 5 of these things, so don't take that as a no. Allison Williams is straight up manifesting it. She says she's dreaming of M3GAN 3.0, that she's not done. But if I'm going to be straight up and honest with you, I don't actually know if we get M3GAN 3.0. Because let's be real, the box office numbers are looking grim. M3GAN 2.0 is tracking for a $14 to $19 million opening weekend in the US. That's well below the first movie, which made over $30 million out the gate. And early previews, just 1.5 mil, that's not great, especially for a summer release. A lot of fans are saying the same thing. Wrong time of year, weird rollout, not enough push. I honestly think the massive genre shift is the main issue here. I think, although I liked this movie and thought it was pretty fun popcorn fodder, it did somewhat push away the horror community. Similarly, I think there's something to be said about who supported that first movie. I remember being in theaters for it, and it was filled with teenagers. You know, those rowdy ones. Lads with groups of girls, screaming, laughing, looking for accessible entry points into horror, wanting to have fun as a group without going too deep. I think M3GAN 2 kind of pushed that group away. With the likes of Superman and Jurassic World around the corner, why choose M3GAN when you can get sci-fi action thrills there? If M3GAN 2 had retained its horror qualities, I really think it could have counter-programmed against an extremely busy summer lineup. If M3GAN 3 happens, I really think Blumhouse needs to rethink that. But look, we're going to do an entire video about M3GAN 3.0 very soon. So make sure you're locked into the channel for that. We'll be covering all the news, theories, and ideas we have.
So yeah, while this all sounds grim for the franchise, what if I told you there's a small light at the end of the tunnel?
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Wait, there's another movie? Enter Soulmate. Okay, plot twist. Even if M3GAN 3.0 never gets made, this universe ain't over. Because Blumhouse is already working on another movie set in the same world. It's called Soulmate, and it's coming in 2026. This one, the spin-off, not a sequel, but it's still part of the M3GAN universe. What's it about? Well, it's not your killer doll kind of vibe. This is full-on R-rated erotic AI thriller territory. The official synopsis says it follows a grieving man who purchases a lifelike companion, a love bot. And of course, things go very wrong. Obsession, possession, probably some choking. Not like that, get your head out of the gutters! Blumhouse has pitched it as Fatal Attraction with robots. So yeah, we're talking sexy, weird, messed up, and probably pretty terrifying. We're actually cooking up a full first Slash episode right now all about Soulmate. Connor's gonna go deep on everything we know, the cast, the setup, how it ties to M3GAN, and what this could mean for the entire universe, so stay tuned. But here's the thing, if M3GAN 2 really does underperform, this might actually be the franchise's safety net. It's darker, it's aimed at adults, it could bring the horror crowd back in. And if it hits, you better believe they'll find a way to bring M3GAN back into it. Because let's be honest, Blumhouse does not want to lose a character that became an instant horror icon. So yeah, that's everything we know, everything we loved, everything we questioned. From god-tier AI lore to Blumhouse's weird little grief sex spinoff, the M3GAN universe is officially in its messy era. And look, I shouldn't have liked this movie. I'm not the target demo. They kind of stripped out the horror, they pivoted the tone, but I still had fun. I really did. There was something about it. It had stuff to say about AI that didn't feel boomerish or out of touch. It actually got it. The tech talk wasn't cringe, the fears felt grounded, and honestly, that's what I liked most. They should 100% lean more into the AI fear next time. That's the juice, that's the sweet spot. Not just killer dolls, not just evil dancing robots, but real dread, systemic, existential, creepy into your phone while you sleep. So with all that said, it's time. The official oddly horrific rating, the only rating that really matters. We are giving M3GAN 2.0 3 Clippies out of 5. That's right, Microsoft Office Horror Core. Slay Queens! Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed and fully locked in because we've got full M3GAN 3.0 coverage on the way and a deep dive into Soulmate coming real soon. Until then, keep your firewalls high and your dolls unplugged.